Morning, welcome here. Well, it's not at the shop, but welcome to this video. Today's gonna be a little bit different. It's just gonna be different. I gotta show you this. This is how my day starts every day. The one and the only, the Black Coyote. It's my truck. See that? That's how much oil it leaks in like one day. The manager gets really mad at me because it leaks so much oil. So, I clean it up every day before I go to work. Someday, I hope that I have a truck that doesn't leak oil. That'd be pretty cool. And I'm out of paper towel. I'll be right back. I gotta go up 4 stories. Yeah. How's everybody doing today? Welcome here. So yes, starting another little project. Going right now. Pick up the supplies to get that project underway. So it just turns out where I'm going is on the same road as a past job. Want to see something I built? Ooh, how many years ago was that? 5? Not sure. See how it's looking here. Ooh, it's looking a little rusty, isn't it? Not good. How the bushing's doing here. It's a 22-foot driveway gate. This is the half of it there. This is the other half here. A little bit organicness going on in there. Rivet it all together. Tendon joints. Oh yes, please. Thank you. These are bees. They're honey. They do honey here, mead wine. This was supposed to get underground and then brick around all of this stonework. And that was on 1-inch plate. The post is mounted to the plate. So it's all, I just put it down and I was done. And then I leveled it with these bolts here, which were supposed to get cut off shorter. So, guess it never got finished up with the stonework. That's too bad. Cool gate though. Little glimpse into my past it feels like now, hey? All right, let's get what we need to get here. All right, just pulling up. Load it up, look at this. All right, let's get to the shop. Just ordered a little bit more material that I gotta pick up later today. But first question, I put it out to YouTube, Q&A, and Instagram. Drew Gorman asked the question. I'm gonna paraphrase it because I don't have it in front of me. Interested in getting into blacksmithing, but how do I get into it, or how do I start into it? It's a good question. And what I recommend, a couple things. First one is, see if you can find somebody locally. Hang on. See if you can find somebody locally. Busy road. See if you can find somebody locally who can offer you a 1-day course. This is the best way to know if you really want to do blacksmithing, and it'll be less frustrating because you can have somebody show you a couple things really quick and coach you really fast for like 1 day. Okay, hope that helps. Gotta get some gas. Always wanted to get one of these so bad. It's a rawhide mallet. The soft float, super nice for hitting steel if you don't want to mar it. But I've never been able to afford one. Just suck it up and pay the money. I actually like the old ones too. The old ones look way cooler. Thought maybe it'd be cool to make one too. But haven't done it yet. Got a question from Westweld. Westweld, if you don't know who that is, fellow YouTuber and metal smith, metal worker. He's a super good machinist. Guys, if you like my channel and the videos that you see here, you gotta go over and check out his channel. I'll put a little up top so you can click it. Super, super underrated. I could learn a lot of things from his machining. Anyways, he asked the question, can you heat the steel infinitely or infinite amount of times during the process, or is there a certain point where the process of heating it and cooling it makes the steel trash? So I'm not a metallurgist, so take that into account. I would say it depends a little bit on like what you're looking. If you're just doing general forging, like ornamental forging, not gonna matter. You're gonna lose it to scale, but the steel will be okay, the integrity of it. When you get into like the tool steels and stuff like that, it does start to matter a little bit. I don't really get too worked up about it though. Typically from a blacksmithing perspective, we are not to utilize the steel or control everything to the point where you would be able to see those differences really close. What I get more concerned about when I'm working tool steel is not going too hot. If you go too hot, that can wreck it by oxidization. However, if you're in your forging temps, working everything right, you can go pretty far. So I would kind of say not too big of a deal. Hope that helps a little bit. Okay, next up, coming up. So I've been getting questions who are wondering what's going on with the Nazel rebuild, the power hammer rebuild. Things are in play. Things are in play. I was hoping to have this done a long time ago, but at the very beginning of this year, we didn't know that we were gonna have to do open heart surgery on the Nazel. We have done massive work on it. So I'm headed over to Steve's shop because I dropped those parts off. The ram and the ram guide, the guides, and Eric was working on them. Unfortunately, Eric is not able to work on them anymore. He didn't pass away. Anyways, I'm going down there to see what's going on and hopefully walk away with a game plan and a future projection of when the hammer will be done. Huge. So sweet. Oh, hey Steve. Oh wow, look at this right up here. Beautiful. Beautiful.
So he was...
Oh, so he did... Slow is probably why he didn't get it. Steve, you got all the toys, man. This is crazy.
Oh, this is a really...
This is crazy.
This machine
what is it a milling machine or what is it?
Yeah.
This is a milling machine.
Yeah.
So the head moves massive amount. Wow.
Well, I was going to show you something. I don't know where it is.
Wow, you got massive flexibility.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we don't use this machine very often.
And the head swivels too, hey?
Yeah.
And tips.
Yeah, so what we would do is get this.
Oh, guys, it's looking so good. I'm so pumped. I don't know if you got to see that or not, but she's gonna be dandy when she's all fixed up. Getting close, getting real close. Should be a familiar place, hey? Look at this. How's it going? Right in on the action here. Oh, look at that. But I wanted to show you why we use the press. Look at that seat line there. That's just 1/16 of an inch compression all the way around. I don't think it's all the way around yet. Aaron's got to do a little bit more work on this one, but like, you won't get that by hand. Look at that. Such a good fit. Look at this. Whoa, baby. Woo, Martin. Come on! That's a beauty.
No.
They look pretty good.
They look darker. I think it wasn't stirred enough.
I like
stirred
it.
before I
This looks a little bit.
And if you look, it's a little bit. This one was the first one. And I thought that's too bright,
Yeah.
so I stirred it a little bit harder before every.
Yeah, I like that.
Every bar. And they look pretty good.
Oh, that is such a sweet axe. Whose is this? This is number 11. Wow. What happens sometimes, it's super unfortunate when Martin's doing the final wedge, a handle will crack in here. It doesn't happen a lot, but this time it happened too. The longer handles, the 28 makes it harder. really hurts because you're pretty much done everything at that point. These are the heads here. And you have to cut it off like that, drill it out on this side, and then pound it out. So I'm going to get these out. You can see that wedge. That's got that taper to it, that hourglass shape. So my friend Brandon, his passion in life is to roast coffee. Does a phenomenal job of that. But he just opened a coffee shop in downtown Chilliwack. This is his very first day being opening. Smoking Guns, gotta check it out. So here's what I did. I want us to support Brandon, Smoking Guns Coffee Roasters. So what I'm doing here is I bought the Show Pony Express Blend. Check it out, roasted September 13th, 2021. This coffee was roasted last week. That's nuts. Brandon said it's usually like good for like, I think it sits around 2 weeks. That's the sweet spot with coffee. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give this away because I wanna support Brandon and I wanna thank you for your support here. So the first person to correctly guess or answer this question in the comments below, first person, I'm gonna send you this coffee. You better drink coffee if you answer and you get it right. The question is, how old was I when I first started blacksmithing? First person to answer that correctly in the comments below of this video, I want to send you this coffee. Now let's get this trailer filled up, and then we're back to the shop. Guys looking at me weird just because I'm talking to you. Come on. Just pulled over here quick because I just saw I got a comment from Electronic. Not quite sure how to say that, but question is super interesting. What do you think about diesel burners for forges? Now this is something I'd like to talk about. Super like the idea. I actually, way back, I was thinking about going with a waste oil burner for the forge, and I also had a Jetta at that time, a diesel Jetta TDI 91. 1.6 turbo, baby she smoked bad. Anyways, I digress. I was hoping to get a truck then too and run everything on waste oil. I thought that'd be super cool. And so I actually was looking into it pretty seriously. But then when I started to sit down and crunch the numbers for the amount of work it takes to set that up, keep it running and sustaining it, it doesn't make any financial sense at all. I still like the idea. It doesn't have to, it could be diesel, could be oil, kerosene, or something like that. Smaller. Wow, this question really got me going, didn't it? I like the idea. I think it's really cool. So, here's the new little project I'm working on. Shipping container. Full 40 feet. So we're gonna set this up. Hopefully all the axe assembly, all the woodworking, all the leather work happens in here. Because it's really not working very good in the other shop. Oil, grit, fire, dust. Ugh. Gonna have plugs here, gonna have a table here, possibly a grinder, press for doing the wood setting of the handles. And we're gonna have a rack up there for wood. So right now we're just gonna start electrical stuff. So pretty excited about it. All right, well, we're gonna pick the rest of this up tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you to everybody who got in some questions. I'm sorry I didn't get to answer them all. We'll do it again sometime. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Till then, keep the forge lit, eh?